video.
Did they have a bigger boat than I did? Did it have a bigger deck?
Dude, it had a much bigger deck. Cool boat.
Not
So cool.
what you ever want to hear your
and
wife.
guess
That was almost a catastrophe to start the video. That would not have been good at all. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the camper, where today we have a little bit of sad news. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I know you guys have been waiting for a camper update for a little while now, and there's a reason that we've been delayed on giving you one. We've had some setbacks and some problems, and we're gonna talk to you about it right now. So we knew when we started this camper rehab that it was going to be a lot of work. There was a couple things that we ran into that we were not quite prepared for. One of the main ones is the title situation. So when I bought this camper, it did not have a title on it. The lady that I bought it from had not transferred it into her name, and then she was going to get that lady to contact me and transfer, and that just never happened. So I went to the courthouse and I attempted to get a title on this camper, and I ran into a lot of roadblocks, even to the point where the lady at the courthouse suggested that it might be stolen, which definitely kind of freaked me out because we've already done like a ton of work in this thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's that mean for us as far as like I've ripped stuff out of this and yada yada yada. So I went to my local authorities and I had them run the VIN number just to make sure that it was not stolen. And thank goodness it was not. It has not been reported stolen. So that part is good, but it still left me with the issue that we had no title on the camper. So fast forward a little while. We've been working on this for a bit. This is not something new. Fast forward a little bit to now, and we still don't have a title. This thing has sat for about probably 4 or 5 weeks without me even coming inside of it. Well, about a week ago when I got inside of it, I noticed that everything inside of here was soaking wet, including Sarah's settee, or what I call a winged bench, completely ruined. There's actually water like coming out of this thing. So we realized about a week ago that we had a major problem with the roof leaking. So I got up there, I kind of looked around, I couldn't really tell. So I called a local camper shop and I was like, hey, if I need to replace the roof on this thing, what are we looking at? So a couple days goes by and they get back with me and they're like, hey, it can be anywhere from like $1,200 to $3,000, depending on what all has to be done. He's like, and we won't really know until we take the old roof off and get into it. And I'm like, at that point, the red flags were just really, really piling up for Sarah and I with the camper rehab. And with all the red flags that have popped up along the way, the PYT and I have made the ultimate decision to scrap the camper rehab. Now I know this is not going to be a popular opinion about what is, what you guys wanted to see and what you wanted us to do. Speaking of the
I'm not the destruction that destroyed the camper.
She has not drank anything this morning already, I promise you guys. So it's too much for us to try to take on, to be honest with you. And we're actually, we really are pretty upset about it because we've put a lot of time and effort into this thing so far. And we were really looking forward to bringing you guys some content along the way of us camping in this thing. That's really what we wanted to do. And we really felt like we were making great progress. And then once we started trying to make another video, which we have done over the last couple months.
We've been losing money instead of I don't know.
And it's not even about the money. It was just every time we got inside this thing to go make a video, something else was wrong. And I think that the straw that broke the camel's back was this last, a week or so. I can't remember if it was a week, 10 days. When I got in here and literally I know you guys can't see it, but this wood was soaking wet from where the water had just poured down.
The settee?
It's a winged bench.
My winged bench settee is ruined.
It's completely ruined. Sarah was pretty upset about that because she paid good money. And then our lovely neighbors next door did mow one day and then broke that window. I'm assuming something blew over from their yard and hit the window. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get all of our stuff out of here. I have talked to a gentleman here locally in Pensacola who is willing to take the camper off our hands. So we are going to actually sell that to him. I'm sure he's probably just going to scrap it. I don't know what he's going to do with it. I told him the air conditioner works, all the interior lighting works. It's sad because we really, really wanted to finish this, but at the same time, it's going to give us the opportunity to do something else, which
Yeah.
we will do. We'll find another rehab project.
Oh,
You
we'll
guys,
find something fun to
you
do.
guys know we always get into something because we are getting into that time of the year where we can start camping again.
Yeah, that's what really made me sad, because I'm like, all right, we can finish this. We can go out, have some fun, go camping, and now it's like back to the tent. Like,
Yeah, pretty. Hey, we bought a nice tent
I
though.
love the tent, and we actually got another tent. It's like a really cool like A-frame type
Well,
tent.
you
So
guys
the
saw
boys-
that.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
the one
That
I
way the
used
boys
when I
can
was in
go with us.
Tennessee. Yeah, so it's one of those things. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get all the tools out of here. We're going to talk to you guys a little bit along the way as we're doing this about some of the stuff. We've had a good time rehabbing this. We've enjoyed having you guys along for the ride. But at this point, I'm afraid this is where it ends because it's just not in the cards. On a happy note, and I don't think you guys understand how concerned I got when they told me at the courthouse. And maybe she was just kind of, or the tax collector, I'm sorry. In Kentucky, we call it the courthouse. Here, it's the tax collector. I don't think you guys understand how, like, worried I got when she was like, hey, it could be stolen. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, because at that point,
add to the
because I know
crap.
that you can, like, you can surrender stolen property and you're not going to get in trouble.
Right.
But in my mind, I'm like, we've ripped this thing apart. Like, if it really was stolen, like, we've ripped this thing completely apart.
We made it worse.
So I was really happy when I ran it up there and they ran the VIN number
yeah.
and what, I can't remember the name of the system they run it in, but they ran it for me and it was not stolen. The camper had not been stolen. So that was a good thing. But now we're going to clean all of our loose stuff out of here. We're going to throw it in the old pickup truck. And we got a lot of stuff going on today. So I'm going to fix lunch real quick
Yes.
before we tear all the stuff out of here, or the
Yeah,
tools
give
and
us
all
some
that. So
energy.
we're going to go fix some
We're gonna have
lunch.
some big fish energy.
Big. Yo, this girl watches way too much TikTok. I'm telling y'all that right now. Like, way too much TikTok.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's something. So we're going to go fry some fish, fix some lunch real quick. Then we're going to come back and we're going to get the tools out of here. And then we're going to say goodbye to the old tripod, unfortunately. Let's go. I'm not going to empty the camper on an empty stomach because we got a bunch of fish to fry up. If y'all watched the video last Friday, we had a great day of fishing. So I'm about to go out here and fire up the fryer. Then I'm going to come back in here and we're going to let the PYT bread this fish up for us. And then we're going to go down and we're going to get down on some fried fish, some onion rings, some hush. Somebody commented like, fried fish would be the last thing I'd want to eat. Y'all look at me. Just look at this side profile right here. Sarah, pan down so they can see what they're working with. You see all that right there? That's fried food all day. Is my heart going to give out on me someday? Probably will. I mean, but everybody's heart's going to give out on them someday. But when mine gives out, I'm going to have all those memories of that fresh fried food that I got to eat my whole life. And that makes me a happy man. Y'all, that is a good haul of fish. I wonder who caught all that fresh fish.
My man.
Yeah, because the PYT wasn't around. She was out with some other captain on some dolphin cruise. I do want to show the folks at home though. So tell everybody what we did yesterday, last night.
What did we do last night?
Your son's birthday party.
Oh.
Come on, babe.
I was like, I'm not telling them what we did last night.
Sarah, this is a family-friendly channel. What are you doing?
We
All right.
celebrated Landon's 12th birthday party.
Yeah, and y'all. So Landon is really into Pokemon right now, and the PYT wanted to make him a homemade cookie cake, and y'all.
Y'all, that was like expectation versus reality.
This is the cookies she tried to make Pokeballs. That one's not terrible. The other two, like, you really, like, dropped the ball on, so to speak.
There was 2 more that they ate, so apparently they liked them.
Well, yeah, it doesn't change the flavor of them, but you talk about an epic Pinterest fail.
That was a very epic Pinterest
That was
fail.
100%
Big
Pinterest
time.
fail. But the PYT has got, so tell us what you're working with here. We got fresh fish. And
we got like an abundance of fish.
You look like you pulled an Andrew Flair, and I know you don't know who that is. You've made that very clear.
Up.
But she dirtied up her
That's
seasoning.
dirty. That's going to be the good kind of dirty, y'all.
Not the kind of dirty you were trying to talk about in a minute.
Yeah,
Shame on you, PYT.
I'm sorry, friend.
Shame on you.
I'll keep it to myself.
All right. So how are you going to do it? You're going to egg wash it? What are you going to use the binder today? You going to use fresh eggs from your chickens?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I don't have anything else.
I'm sorry, your coastal fresh
My
eggs?
coastal fresh eggs from my chicken coop.
All right, let's go out there and see if they got any. We already got the fryer going and hot. We're going to go in here with the PYT and her big old chicken coop and see if you got any eggs. All right, y'all. There's Beach Drum, Jennifer Aniston, Cluck Norris, Nugget's in there. Nugget has become a loner.
We do. We got 2.
PYT getting fresh eggs for the
Yes.
egg wash.
And we actually have, I think, a couple in the house in case we need more. I think I have left.
I'm sure we'll need some more. So right now, guys, we think only the 2 silkies are laying because we talked to a chicken person who, I don't know if you call them a chicken expert or what they're called, but Jennifer Aniston and Nugget are getting new feathers. And apparently when they're getting new feathers, they use like all their blood to do that so they don't lay eggs. So if you've ever heard of that, comment down below. I don't know nothing about chickens, but
What up, man?
they're like they're living their best life. Y'all check this out right here. Watch this. They go crazy over these things. Look, they know what it is. They love these mealworms. Get a handful of those out and feed them.
You get when you want them little cute like egg like apron things going on.
Oh my gosh. Just toss them.
But I want them to smell me and be my friend.
Yeah, so they love these mealworms, man. They freak out when you give them to them. Toss them in there for Nugget because Nugget's the outcast.
That's because Nugget tried to be like cray-cray.
Look at them all, man. They freaking love. They don't want to give Nugget any. But the mealworms is where it's at. All right, let's take your fresh eggs in here, crack them up,
I think you should try one.
and do it. What do you mean, try one? I'll give you $10 to eat a mealworm right now.
God.
Don't do that. That's nasty. You're gonna kiss me with that mouth later.
What do they smell like?
I don't know. Smell them.
I bet it would be like one of those ants and stuff.
Do not eat one of those. That's weird. Why would you even try that?
Oh my gosh. I just want to see your reaction.
And the PYT with her coastal fresh egg signs.
Let's go get to cracking. I'm gonna get the ones out of the fridge, and you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna crack a cold one. You heard that, right?
I don't even know what to say about this girl. Like, I legit don't. Dang, you really did crack a cold one.
I did.
So we double dipping today? How you egg washing these things?
I don't think we have enough eggs to be double dipping.
Them chickens better get to work though. We're spending an awful lot of money on food if you ain't getting no more than 2 eggs a day.
And they actually make kind of yolky eggs, which I'm not mad about because I love the yolk.
Well, I think, here's the thing, and I pointed this out in an earlier video. When you crack these things open, like, they're smaller eggs from the silkies, but the yolk's just as big as like a normal egg. It's just got less egg white in it.
Yeah.
So
I'm not mad.
ain't nothing like fresh fish. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So putting our fish in the fryer. I know y'all have heard me talk about this 100 times, but this fryer is hands down the best purchase I think we made since we moved to Florida. I absolutely love cooking in this thing. I love the way food tastes when it comes out of this thing. It's just legit all the way around. It really is. We're gonna cook up some fish. We got some onion rings. We got some hush puppies. Heart attack central, y'all. Man, you cannot get a better fry on food than in this deep fryer. I'm telling you right now. Look at that. Look at that. Mm. That's a yeehaw moment right there if I've ever seen one.
You're so silly. She thinks if she warms up to me, she's gonna get some food.
Yeah, because she's a daddy's girl. She don't normally like Sarah very much.
She's a typical woman.
She literally has the exact same color hair as you.
Well, they say that their pets take after their owners.
I reckon.
Does that mean I look like a dog, or
No.
she looks like me?
Mila's got them long legs, man. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah, she got long, sexy legs in the dog world.
All right, y'all. So we got quite the spread. We got our fresh fried fish. We got some dino nuggets, some hush puppies, onion rings, french fries. Mom made some lettuce salad, ketchup for all you people who think we're weird that we eat ketchup on fried fish, mashed potatoes, and look who showed up just in time to eat the PYT.
And the sauce.
The sauce. What kind?
sauce.
Is that Chick-fil-A sauce?
That's totally Chick-fil-A. Herb ranch sauce. Yeah,
Is
I
it any
think
good?
Herb. It's the best.
Yeah. Why you say herb? It's just herb.
Herb. I think herb's like this way you're supposed to say it, but we just say herb. Words now.
This is what's breaking Sarah's heart more. What was you saying?
I was gonna sing that until we meet again song.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you
I'm
again.
gonna see it again in the fire pit. That's where I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, we're gonna go back there and burn.
Love it.
We're gonna, yeah, I mean it's cooked.
Oh.
That was very, very ineffective, like at all. Like I don't know what you were hoping for right there, but nothing happened right there. So I told y'all I was fixing to burn this satay or winged bench. In all honesty though, it was completely ruined from the water. So we're gonna burn it down and get rid of it that way. Oh no, look what we almost left. My 3D lure that I printed was still in here.
What was that doing on the floor?
I don't know. Like, I'm not even sure why that was in
That would
there.
hurt.
That was a lot of fun. I need to redo that again. Y'all drop a comment down below
And we'll use the nail polish this time.
if y'all want to see us do another one of these 3D printed lures, and we'll use nail polish, which a lot of you guys suggested. We do that again. I really had fun with that. That's the last of the Mohican wood. So you can show them one more look around in there. She's pretty much completely emptied. I'm really sad that we never even got to sleep in it. But if we slept in it, we would have gotten wet. So, especially if it rained. But hey, you know what? Maybe the guy that is taking this, maybe he's gonna finish rehabbing. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with it. I'm just excited to move on to the next project because we've got some stuff in the works for you guys, I promise. So now that we got the camper cleaned out, lunch is in our bellies.
Oh, yeah,
we gotta address something.
What?
We're gonna have to address this whole issue. I found out today that my wife cheated on me. I mean,
I did not.
You-
I went out with another captain. What's the big deal?
was it a hot captain?
I mean, she was hot. It was a chick.
I never asked if it was a he or she. I asked if you know they were hot.
Yeah.
Why'd you go out with another captain? We have a boat. What were you doing on a boat with another captain?
Well, we had family with us, you know, and so they wanted to see dolphins, and you were busy, and we were in Okaloosa Island, so we couldn't like have you out there with the Mako.
Did they have a bigger boat than I did? Did it have a bigger deck?
Dude, it had a much bigger deck. Cool boat. It
Not
was so
not
cool.
what you ever want to hear your
and
wife.
Guess what? We got to go on Flipper's Adventures. There, it's right. I thought it was in Harbor Walk Village. We got out and we went, had lunch, and I'm looking for my boat. I'm like, we done been scammed. I can't find my boat. And then I went and Googled like where it was. It was 0.5 miles from the harbor.
It would have
Walk
served you
Village.
right if you did. You see dolphin at least?
Oh, we saw a bunch of dolphins, and they were in full form. They were jumping, playing, having a great time in front of us. And guess what else we saw?
A hot captain?
Manatees.
Here?
Oh, seriously, it is so rare to see manatees out here in Pensacola, Destin area. I'm assuming they were just migrating through, but there was about 4, and you could see them really cool, like their shadows were kind of floating. And you can see in a couple of my clips, you can see the shadows floating, and then you actually see them flip out of the water a little bit near the rock. So you should be able to see it. I hope they were a little bit further away than what I wanted, but it was pretty cool. I was super excited, and we had a great time.
So there you have it. She admits to it. She's not even trying to hide the fact.
I'm not gonna hide it. We went out with a hot captain.
My goodness. But in all seriousness, guys, Sarah and the girls were out this past weekend, actually, while I was doing some fishing. So it's been an eventful weekend, to say the least. And I guess now we're just going to get some footage of the camper leaving us. And then after that, we're going to wrap this video up in a very unique way because this afternoon, Sarah's actually got a pretty cool photo shoot.
Yes, this is gonna be so fun.
And we're going to talk to you guys about that here in just a minute. Let's get this camper buttoned up and ready to hit the road. All right, y'all. So instead of going to the junkyard and taking it for scrap, we actually got a hold of Frank from Frank Buys Junk Cars. He's local here in Pensacola, and he is actually coming out and taking the old tripod with him. Now, I'm not sure what his plans are for it, but I will tell you guys I'm pretty excited because we got some videos coming up with Frank that is going to be really, really freaking cool. So if y'all have got any junk cars sitting around in your yard that you're trying to get rid of, got the phone number right there. Go check out Frank Buys Junk Cars. He takes care of the entire Pensacola area. He will get you handled quick, fast, and in a hurry. And today, he's providing the last step of us with the tripod. I mean, this is going to draw a close to a major chapter on this channel for the last, I don't know, probably 6 months, 9 months. I don't remember when we started this little journey. I definitely wish we could have finished it. I really do, but I guess it just wasn't in the cards, so to speak. I think we were right there, and we did not quite make it to the finish line. Yeah, that's what's up right there, y'all, for real. All right, guys, and there she goes. She belongs to Frank now. All right, let's go in the house, get the PYT, and head out and get the stuff ready for this photo shoot, make it happen. All right, y'all, so we are out on the Mako, and you know, contrary to what you guys believe, we don't just use the Mako for fishing. We actually do photo shoots on the Mako. So you got the PYT down there, she's working. Devin's on the boat with us. The lovely Miss Kayla is out here with us, and we are on our way out to White Island to do a photo shoot. So like I told you guys, this is a boudoir shoot, a boudoir water shoot, which is something the PYT does quite often. So we will show you guys some clips of Sarah taking pictures for all you weirdos that are hoping we're going to show something else. We're not. So if that's what you're hanging around for, I appreciate you being here to the end of the video, but you ain't going to be seeing none of that. Just the PYT working, which in all honesty, when the PYT's working and making money, that's one of the like best looking things in the world to me, in my opinion. I'm just saying. Anybody can do a sunset photo session, but Sarah's out here rocking that storm session. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed coming along on this very vlog style video today. We're going to be doing more and more of this as we move forward, as we're transitioning into some different stuff. And we always appreciate you guys being here. And all that's left behind me is, you know, a burnout hole where the camper used to sit. We had a good time working with the camper, and it was not meant to be for us to finish that. It was just way more than what I could handle as far as the roof and things like that. There's just no way I could have done it myself. But appreciate you guys joining along with the journey. As always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a great big thumbs up. If you're new here to the Cameraman Ron channel, make sure you have that notification bell turned on. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me. If you don't know exactly what that entails, all you gotta do is just click the subscribe button. It's gonna turn from red to gray, and that's how you know you're subscribed. It don't cost you a penny, but it means the world to us. Guys, we can't wait to see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care. We'll see you soon.